For Complex News, I'm Sean Evans. On Friday, we were joined in studio by Busta Rhymes and OT Genasis to talk about CoCo, OT's infectious tribute to cocaine and baking soda. If you haven't heard the song or seen its fittingly intense music video, then quite frankly, you're doing the turn up a bit of an injustice. For more, here's Busta and OT.
I'm in love with the CoCo. I'm in love with the CoCo.
So I want to take it back, all right? Busta, you discovered OT right when he was performing, is that correct?
Yeah.
What was it about him that made you want to align yourself with OT?
He did one song 4 times in a row.
And you like that?
Yeah.
And that song is what, Touchdown?
Yeah. I mean, you don't get to see people usually do one song that many times and can get away with it.
Right.
But it really wasn't something that he was trying to get away with. It was a combination of the people demanding him to continue to do the song over and over, and him commanding that energy for them to be put in a vibe where they would want to demand seeing it again.
Right.
Not to sound like we coming from a caveman age, but you know, there wasn't no internet when we came up. In order to get on, you had to make people believe in what you was doing. That performance was the one thing that made people believe, because it actually made people like shit that wasn't that dope. You might have had a cool song. It wasn't the shit, but it was cool. And then when you get to the show and you do your shit, you turned everybody that was thinking your song was okay into, I love this shit out of this record.
Right.
So, you know, Genasis did that.
Speaking of dope songs, let's talk about CoCo for a second.
I'm in love with the CoCo.
Now, what strikes me about it is the range on the vocals. You know, it's like you're like a rap game Luciano Pavarotti. You know, like, where did that come from? Do you have some sort of like classical background?
It's something that you really can't explain. It's a feeling. You know it when you feel it. Baking soda, I got baking soda.
Baking soda, I got baking soda.
You know what I mean? I just that's why I felt that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said it.
That's my
You know what I
fucking
mean?
part.
You know, and I liked it so much that I repeated it.
Baking soda, I got baking soda.
Do you know as an artist when you have a banger on your hands? Like, can you just tell? Can you just feel it?
Yeah, this one I definitely know. This one I definitely know.
So if you hear a song the first time and you love it the first time,
Right,
that's you just have to know that that's it.
And and now it's becoming kind of crazy because now my son, his teacher is like, baking soda. Why does he keep saying he is baking soda? I'm like, no. He was like, I'm in love with the CoCo. I'm like, oh my
What grade
God. He's not. He's in preschool.
Oh,
He's
so he's in the preschool screaming the lyrics to CoCo?
He's in preschool.
You know who else loves CoCo, and we'll go to this song? Floyd Mayweather Jr. That's what I hear, right? Floyd Mayweather Jr. loves the CoCo.
Oh man. So I've heard.
So you've heard? I heard he wanted to just keep playing it in the strip club. He wanted to hear CoCo over and over again.
Oh man, I've seen it.
You've seen it. You've been
Shout out to Floyd too.
You've been with Floyd at the club when he wants to hear CoCo on repeat.
I've been there performing, and he's been telling the DJ to play it back and play it back and play it back. So that's pretty dope, man.
Yeah,
it's
right.
Dope. Yeah, everybody's starting to.
Bring up the Floyd Mayweather for that. We salute you, bro.
Yeah.
Most definite.
Well, if I can suggest for the people out there, if they wanna go beyond CoCo, what I would say is this: you gotta check out that Touchdown remix.
Absolutely.
Quarterback draw touchdown, nigga. Touch.
Because that shit makes me want to throw a television out of a 10th-story window. You know, like, I fucking go nuts when I hear that song. I love that song. And it's a star-studded remix. You're on the remix.
Yeah.
French Montana's on the remix.
Yeah.
Juicy J's on the remix.
Yeah.
We'll let CoCo cook for a second, but have you
Right.
thought about the CoCo remix? Do we have any artists pegged for the CoCo remix?
Oh, it's kind of early right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, later on down the line, we'll get it going.
Have you thought about anybody maybe you'd like to collaborate with that you haven't yet?
Nah, I'm just enjoying this feeling.
When did you fall in love with the CoCo?
Oh man, that time in the studio.
That time in the studio.
That time in the studio, man.
I mean, that's a trick question. You talking about a real
I'm talking
life?
about the CoCo. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
talking
the real
about the
CoCo.
CoCo.
Okay.
When did you fall in love with the real CoCo?
Oh, when I fell in love with the real CoCo, I would say probably like 7 years ago.
7 years ago?
Yeah.
Can you stay in love with the CoCo? Because I'll tell you, I hope my mom's not watching, but CoCo is like fun in the beginning, you know?
Right.
And then I think like the fun of like CoCo kind of wears off
Right.
a little bit down the line,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, it also depends on what side of the CoCo that you're
Yeah,
enjoying
right.
it from.
Because you could be in love with the CoCo because you're selling the CoCo and you're making money off the CoCo. You
Right.
could be in love with the CoCo because you do it before you go out to the bar and you feel like you could dunk a basketball, talk to the hottest girl in the bar,
Right.
solve a Rubik's Cube underwater, blindfolded. You know what I mean? So there's two reasons to love the CoCo.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah. I mean,
I guess we could just leave it at I'm in love with the CoCo.
All right.
I like that answer. Great answer, brother.